Everybody, welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Now, I gave this warning before the VOD started, for YouTube people or whatever, but I'll give it now as well. Again, if anyone has popped their head into the stream or whatever and is like, oh, I wonder what Maelstrom's up to. I've never seen this Metaphor game, and you're thinking about playing it, we're 2/3 of the way through the game, I would say, probably, roughly. From what I understand, and some big shit's about to go down. Real big story spoiler shit. So that's your warning. We're gonna just get into it. I feel like this intro rewires my brain, yeah, kind of. I'm gonna be sad when we play a new game on Saturday. And then, it might not have an intro. What happens if I get Trails in the Sky first chapter or whatever remake and it doesn't have a 1 minute 30-second anime intro? What am I gonna do? That's become a tradition on Saturday now. The prologue is over, yeah. Tutorial is over. Chat, let's have a quick look.
What now?
At the story update. Because there will be an update now. So, we have obviously got Yufa in our party now, and the Divine Relic, chat. You do the Invincible intro? Looks like I'll be playing Trials in the Sky, yeah. Yufa and the Divine Relic in tow, the party heads for the snowy Outerbury Heights, mountain capital of the Principality of Montario. They report their efforts to Luis and hand over a false Dracodios. So he has the spear now, but it's a false one. So the timer is on, chat. He thinks he has a relic that can kill someone with the god's magic, or whatever, not king's magic, protecting them. And if he tries that with this fake spear, we will be outed. And, that's it for us. It'll be over for us. Booked to sing for Saints' Day, Juna invites Luis to come watch, setting the stage to assassinate him with the true Dracodios. As the party makes preparations, they search for lodging. So basically, we have the real spear, which can hurt someone who's under the king's magic protection. And we are going to, I believe the plan was spoken about in a previous cutscene in this room, was the plan was Yufa was going to be in the rafters and fire the spear at Louise, who's going to be in the upper seats or something, using her ability to move the spear telekinetically. I believe that's correct. I'm scared of this plan. I feel like this plan is a little better than attacking him with a kitchen knife, which was a bad plan that we had with Grius, but there's a lot that could go wrong in this plan. There's a lot of moving parts. We'll be throwing the spear, she'll be directing it. Okay, well, same difference. She's still aiming it. Should I call it a day and settle for the night? Yes.
Good night.
Rest well. Yeah, doesn't she have the ability to return it to her or something? So we're essentially going to use that. Now Fidelio and oh god, I forgot his name.
What's wrong, Del?
Basilio.
You've been quiet for a while now.
They seem to be on to us, or at least they know we're up to something.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
That worries me, because if you are perceptive enough to feel like there's something off with that spear, Luis is one of the best mages in the kingdom, isn't he? So I feel like he would be able to see through it.
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Nah, Luis is dumb as bricks. Remember all his dumb plans in the past? Yeah.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they?
Shite.
Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
Oh, come on, guys. I desperately want you to defect and be on my side and not be a reason for me to have to fight and kill you or something.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely. That good enough for you, brother?
I'm glad you come around on him. I was kind of like warm to Basilio from the start. He just seemed like the goofy, like, fella who wanted to have some fun. It's Fidelio that I'm still not really come around to Fidelio, I'll be honest, because he just seems like a bit of a twat. But he's at least being less of a twat now. So,
Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Something like that, anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but what was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice?
I do struggle a little bit with their motivations. Like, is the idea they're saying that, like, Lord Luis essentially is giving them, you know, purpose, therefore he's helped them out of the gutter or whatever, but how can you side with him when your entire, like, moral fiber or whatever is based on the idea of, like, the poor having opportunity because that's the situation you were in, but Luis just wants the poor to die and wither so that only the strong remain.
This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
I think it's the better of two evils for them.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del.
It's either Luis or, you know, the Sanctus. I don't think so. I think they're powerful enough to make it on their own. I think maybe more accurately, though, now they're so deep in that it's either Luis or be killed by Luis.
That really impressed me, like. I don't know how to say it, but it was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
So that is the side they serve.
Uh-oh. Do this.
Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry, whether Forden's or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Uh-oh.
Time marches on.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Draws nearer.
I was expecting the veil to be, like, up a little longer than that. But they're like, no, he knows.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alterbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint.
Can you guess the date? It's 9/11? Oh, God. Is it really?
We've got artifacts
Oh,
of
no.
all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks.
You vibrating, chat?
But the news on everyone's lips
Don't
is
answer
the
that.
announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island. Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
Oh god. Oh wait, it's 9 and 10. It's 9 and 10. Tomorrow's 9/11.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing. Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
No. Why would it? I get what you're saying. But we have one more lead to pursue, Hulkenberg, which is getting above him on the order of like, the face thing. We're already, like, number 9. That doesn't seem like a wild goal anymore.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius.
No, don't think of that. I love you, Stroll, but I don't think you notice how you're conveniently out of harm's way in this assassination attempt, yeah.
Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants. Well...
Grius' plan was kind of shite, yeah.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
But I mean, our entire plan hinges on the fact that we think Luis believes he has a fake spear. Which... even I could have told them... You guys do realize he's like the best fucking mage in the world or whatever. Is he not going to be able to tell that this thing's a fake?
Right.
We'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll be you... just, be you and Yufa in there. So make sure you're both geared up for anything. Alright, I need to... What's your fucking problem? What did I do to this guy? What's going on over here? See sense, my love. This is all a misunderstanding. I thought the room was empty. I was so absent-mindedly... Right, so absent-mindedly... Calm yourself before you do something you'll regret. You despicable cad. How dare you spar me in my room? I can't believe you saw me without my... I'm so humiliated. I'd rather die than be seen without my glamours. You can get through this. What do you understand if we an idiot? Don't just spout worthless platitudes. I'm so angry right now. I don't think even dying would calm me down. I'm too angry to die, she says.
Now what am
It's basically like, you saw me without my makeup on. Now I must die.
All right then.
Ooh. Did I go to these shops? I don't know, I did.
Let's go.
Wait, then they wouldn't sell to me, would they?
Oh my. What do you want to do? My sins.
Hello there.
Wait, would they not? I thought they wouldn't sell to me before. No, they did sell to me. I bought loads of brocaded koi and stuff. Never mind.
How about it?
Oh, right, how rare to see an elder. Are you a traveller? Since you came on this way to visit, would you care to try our speciality vegetable steamed bun making experience? Take home what you make for a proportional rate of paltry 3,000 reeves. It's very popular, so limit once per day per customer, please. Oh, yeah? Okay. I'll make some steamed buns. Excellent! Now, when it comes to steamed buns, the flavour's all about the filling. My personal recommendations are either the vitality-boosting mushroom, the invigorating bracken, like leaf probably, or a refreshing mugwort that cures all ails.
Pretty good, isn't it?
The bracken, that sounds like maybe it's MP. When the vegetable juices seeps into the bun, it creates a flavour that just can't be beat. Let's form the bun, shall we? Take my time gingerly wrapping the filling so it doesn't tear.
Looking like a
Yes, nicely done! Now here you go, one piping hot steamed vegetable bun for the road. Enjoy!
Exactly.
You didn't skimp on the filling, did you? It looks great. But this will have a good effect just as promised. How was it? If you enjoyed your time, please do come again.
What now?
How even was it? Looking for bun. Bun? Yeah! I picked correctly. Restores 100 MP to all allies. Very good. Alright, what's he selling? I think I bought all of these already. You know what? Well, it's on sale. Right, there's one other place I need to go for sure, chat.
Where to?
Are they gonna let me? They're not gonna let me, are they? Well, that kind of sucks. I wanted to go to the Skyrunner and get my piss bonus. That's a shame.
That's not what I...
Oi, oi! There are a lot of people here.
Wonderful. I'm chuffed.
A lot of dang people here.
You there?
Aren't you... Sorry, but security's strict here. Not even candidates can enter without a divine relic to dedicate. Well, we gave Louise a lance, so I guess getting in the front entrance is out.
How fine.
Indeed, 'tis not so bad.
Well, we already knew where we were going. I thought we were going in through, like, the crew entrance or whatever that Juno was opening. Sorry, I'm going in. We're not just going to waltz in the front door, are we? There should be a service door nearby. Once the time comes, it'll be up to Juno to do something about the guards at the service entrance.
Check this out.
There it is. Here's the service entrance. Juno's supposed to do something about the guards for the night of the performance. Want to wait until then? You ready to do this? From here on, it'll just be you, me, and Yufa. We won't be able to contact the others. Make sure your equipment is where you want it before we set out. Need to make any changes. Alright, hang on. It was just going to be me and Yufa.
What now?
Yufa is currently set to Summoner, obviously. Make sure you got your good crozier on. Which I, for some reason, hadn't put on. Recess hairpin. Yeah, that's fine. Full moon robe. That's also fine. And we're currently Sniper? Does that pair up well with Summoner? Allows me to use myriad shots. But that's about it. What about Magic Seeker?
The freedom of a wanderer.
No. Magic Seeker seems bad. Just in terms of like synthesis with her class. What about what else am I good at? Pretty good mage. This would be a lot of magic though. That would be good healing. It would be good. Some magic coverage. You know what? I'm gonna go sniper. We get one. Well, actually, I didn't check Euphys, did I? Let me check that. Synthesis. There's a domain. Seek a mage or healer lineages. Do you have almost snipers? No. It would allow me to use the Eagle King. Significantly decreases their attack for 3 turns. You know what? We could always change. That's fine. We'll go with that. I assume I can change.
Ah, closure.
What now?
Well now, what are we on about?
What are you staring at? You don't have any business with a service store, do you? Ah, I see. You're hoping to catch a glimpse of one of the celebrities, eh? Believe me, I'd love to meet Lady Juna myself. Security is very tight, you know. Don't you think putting vicious guard dogs backstage is a bit too much? Being paranoid, if you ask me. Juna should be able to take care of this guy easily. Should go get ready for tonight. Yeah. Ready to go as we are. Alright, let's follow the plan and wait here. Here we go, chat.
Got it.
Alright, the guards have left their post. Juna's done her job admirably.
Onward.
And she's unlocked the service entrance for us as well. Let us enter and remain unseen. This music doesn't sound like I'm marching to my fucking death, does it? Infiltration successful.
So...
This way should lead backstage. From there we climb to the roof and then atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow.
So,
Stroll and I will secure an exit route with all speed.
Yeah.
We split up from here. Let's all do our parts and regroup. Good luck.
let's go.
Okay, let's go. I'm very, very concerned about how this is going to go, chat. Alright, let's start the operation. We need to get up on that chandelier and be in position before Juna finishes singing.
I'm sure of it.
To get on the chandelier, we need to first reach the roof. That's right. Juna laid it out for us. We head backstage and we should be able to go up from there.
Time to go!
Understood. Let's be on our way then.
First?
Whoa, isn't that something?
I hear His Eminence Forden has acquired a magnificent divine relic. With that, his victory is all but assured. Perhaps, but I've no doubt Luis has something up his sleeve. To achieve such success at his age, we can't count him out. This place is absolutely littered with lost items today. I guess it's no surprise all these people here. Got lots to do, but so I can't go pick up every one, rather sorry. If you find something, it'd be a big help if you could return it to its owner. Chat, I'm noticing, by the way, that for some reason my closed captions plugin isn't working. For anyone who relies on them, I apologize, but I don't know why that is. The Saints' Day festival is held once a year, on the day God descends to the monolith. A feast is held to welcome him, and we offer our most intimate prayers. This opera house was built specifically for Saints' Day, in fact. Now, come renounce your allegiance to Luis and pray with us. God even forgives filthy elders like you. Close your eye. Filthy. I need that tooth so I can shine. When did it fall out? Egad, what a disaster. I need that tooth so I can shine. His tooth fell out. It must be nearby then.
say there.
They're like a random tooth, just like hanging out somewhere. Look at that elder candidate. What's one of Louise's dogs doing here? Master Godot's monk army is guarding the opera house, so don't go getting any funny ideas. Anyone see the tooth? I'm gonna stop running just so my character stops going every 2 seconds because it's pissing me off. I didn't realize until I tried watching the Double Signs Gate without captions, I assume, how much I needed them. So much information is lost otherwise. Without captains. These divine relics are mostly junk, are they not? What strange people the pagans are for valuing things like that. They will surely see reason once His Eminence seals the relics away. Discarding those warped teachings and converting to sanctism is the only path.
What am I to do?
Oh dear, I can't host the dignitaries in these shoes.
Yes?
You having a problem tying her shoes? What?
Stay there.
Some weird dialogue going on with these people. One fella's lost his tooth, another one can't tie his shoes.
I've done it now.
Still in there? How long are you gonna make me wait?
What?
What do you need? Sorry, I'm in the middle of something. Come back later. Dismissive, aren't they? I guess they're busy preparing. Appears to be locked. His Eminence Forden is, of course, a fine candidate, but it's Professor Julian in the end who's most fit to be king. He appeared to obtain a divine relic with no trouble at all, yet despite this, he remains unpopular. It's curious. Suppose it indicates just how unintelligent the masses truly are. Tragic. We need enlightened ruler, as Professor Julian says. Of course, I'm going to try all the doors, chat.
Why is this happening?
And talk to all the people. Lord Milo is participating in Saint's Day this year. Oh, how I've longed to gaze upon his divine features once more. My father told me to support His Eminence, but I don't care what he says. My feelings for Lord Milo are a tide that cannot be stopped. Loveless, that puerile Parapus buffoon, yet refrains from dropping out of the race. Parapus are a foolish tribe to begin with, but the longer that man remains, the bolder they'll grow. How irritating.
What is it?
Do you have some business with me? Have you know that I'm not to be swayed by an elder candidate? Proudly support Rudolph and his vision of a Rusant rule. Besides, wouldn't you say there's something rather alluring about such a severe man? There! It's not here either. Damn, where did I drop it? So all these people, like, losing their shit. Losing teeth and shit. The monk army seems to be on high alert today. We've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps it's because Louise is here, but the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not? Yeah. I think so.
Oh my.
I heard from the roguish crier. Did you really go all the way to the pagan islands for a divine relic? The crier said you found something amazing on the island, but he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was there? I'm not going to tell.
Look.
Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from in there. What's up with this guy standing in front of the door muttering something? Something happened, do you think? Oh, bollocks. Did I drop it somewhere? Am I going to have to do like a trade quest?
Hey.
Hey, something wrong? Oh no, it just seems I dropped my key somewhere, so now I can't open this door. And of all times, as be when we were busy beyond belief. I guess I'll have to go get the spare. Hope you like pointless minigames, Mael, because they're back. He left! Now I've got a locked door to deal with.
Actually...
That man works here, I suppose, and he dropped his key. But finding it will get our plan back on track. Let's scour the area. Might also ask the patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone's bound to have seen it.
Then...
You're not serious.
You're not serious.
Speaking of which...
Heard the rumors about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside of Briarhaven, which means that the head his eminence brought to the exhibition was fake. And now they're spitting in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow. The most grounded man I've ever met in this game. I'm starving. I should have brought something to eat. She seems hungry, but we have nothing to give her. Okay. There's a hungry lady up there. Fellow who's dropped something.
Why is this happening?
String of some sort?
Honestly.
Oh. We maybe, wait, hang on, what did you say? Maybe we can't go around picking up every little thing while on a mission to assassinate an autocrat. Perhaps it'll prove useful. Let's hold on to it for the moment.
Why is this happening?
This reminds me of that part in Persona 5 when the party says we shouldn't go into this obvious vent. Let's try the door first. After trying the door, let's try the vent. Yeah. Small gold tooth, okay. How did something like this end up on the floor? Search is yielding more peculiar items than keys. Silver necklace. It's a nice necklace. It might be important. Imagine it belonged to someone around here. You're having problems tying your shoes. Here's a leather string. My shoelace has a break now of all times. The Crown Theocracy officials have already gathered, but I can hardly tend to them with my shoelace like this.
Sure of it.
That's right, we picked up a string earlier, did we not? Perhaps you could make use of it.
Closure.
Ah, use this. Well, I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. Wish I had more proper reward for you, but I don't. Still, this cake's famous here and tasty, I promise. Alright.
Yeah?
Someone wanted delicious food, so that's good. Fellow with the lost tooth was around here, right? Yeah, there he is.
That reminds me.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
my tooth! You spied my distress and sought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saved! Now I can socialize without appearing to have be some gap-tooth yokel. And as thanks, take this key. I picked up in the corridor earlier, but I couldn't risk telling the attendant with a gap in my teeth, can you imagine? Winterheart, thank you very much for the raid. How you doing? And what was your stream like? I've never heard of Project Silverfish, but it immediately made me think of Minecraft. But you tell me what it is and how it was. Rare entrance key. You may get a reward if you return it. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now. My smile can shine.
Is this perhaps?
It's the key we've been looking for. Yes, we found it. Feel like our rewards seem more like errands, but all's well that ends well, I guess. So we'll try this key out.
Yay, we've done it!
No, I'm not done. I've got like items to go deliver to people. Hang on, you need your necklace.
Actually,
Something Matt, you seem rather troubled. Dance won't leave the dressing room. I left my script in there. I need it back.
What?
Precious necklace. I searched for it everywhere. Have you seen a necklace? Yes, I have. Hand it over. Oh, this is it. You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. In any case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? An exclusive preview of the Saints Day play script. You got it for me. I'm saved. I have much to give you as thanks, so please take this. Thank you. And then someone here has got delicious food they want, which we have. I'm starving. I've been so busy preparing I haven't eaten since lunch. Why don't we give it a cake we just got? I think we're too focused on the mission to eat it anyway. It's a stalker-like. Good fun. Instant shooter, sandboxy, early access. Interesting. Project Silverfish. Handed over the Alderbury cake. Oh my, is this one of Alderbury's famous confections? You give it to me? Well, I'll not spurn your kindness. But before I eat, I must return the favour. Ah, I know, I found something earlier that might be amusing. An unopened love letter. Here, I think it's a love letter. I didn't open it, but perhaps some scandalous details await within. Teehee.
What What would you care to do?
Damn, where did I drop it? How could I lose a precious letter like that? Perhaps he's referring to the letter we just received. I'll show it to him. Handed it over. That's, you found my letter for me. I'm so relieved I can't thank you enough. It's a marriage proposal. I wrote it for a certain woman, but truth be told, perhaps it's best I forget about it.
What?
Wait, you're not going to give her the letter? Why? My family's newly of rank and supports Louise. She's a dancer at the opera and a follower of Sanctism. See, don't you? As long as Ford and Louise are at odds, our marriage will never be allowed anyway. No, I'm sorry, I went on too long. Truly, I'm grateful you returned it, so please take this as my thanks. Herald's Banner? I dream of the day I can give her this letter. I hope she waits for me until that time comes.
It's okay.
What now?
Now, is there anything else for me to get here? What was this I just got? Herald's Banner. On the front row, it increases attack. Okay, well, I doubt it's going to be better than +5 all stats. Okay. Was there anyone else that I needed to help? I don't think so. I think that was it. I think that was all the people who had, like, a problem. Alright, well, we did it.
You're not serious.
You're so helpful on this, the day where things happen. It is certainly the day where things happen.
Yay, we've done it!
Let's open, we can finally
Ready?
proceed. This goes backstage, where we should be able to reach the roof. You ready? Alright, let's take a peek inside first, carefully so we don't get caught. Oh boy.
Check this out.
Look at that curtain. Should be able to go backstage from there. And I guess it makes sense there are guards. Not many of them though. Should we just push through?
No.
Be a great risk. If we draw attention here, we'll not shake it easily. You have a point. I wish we had a surefire plan for this.
What?
Huh?
What?
Why is it so dark all of a sudden? What's happening? What's wrong with the lights? Couldn't happen at a worse time. We can't have this ruining the Saints' Day festivities.
So apparently...
That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll. So the lights. I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
Well, that was a great help, thank you.
Got it?
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Maelstrom.
Let's go.
Let's sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me.
The future is uncertain.
What? The backstage passage lights are out?
That is...
Yes, it was just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident, or... I believe I charge you with the security of the venue. I presume everything's in order. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I'll have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Increase security. Call the reserves too. Can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through.
Yes.
Yes, sir, as you wish.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's getting a bit thick in here. Bigwigs seem to have a lot on their hands keeping order. Well, I suppose that's my cue.
Now!
And now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
I hear cheering. Sounds like it's getting underway. Probably have some official do a preamble for a while and then they'll start the actual dedication. June is set to sing after that. We'll need to be on the chandelier by then.
Got a sec?
If we get into any fights, they'll target you for first, since you're protected by the royal magic. Make sure you keep an eye on her, Maelstrom.
Let's go.
We have to be smart about this. The plan won't work without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
Okay. Well, she's on the back road. She'll be fine. What? It's him me making random noises.
No way.
They have guard dogs backstage. Security looks pretty tight.
Alright, how's that? Let's push through! Okay,
Let's give this all we got.
Get ready. They're weak to fire. Let's heat this
Come
place
forth,
up.
Royal Soul. Magic Seeker.
Ice doesn't work. We need a different approach.
Wind does work. Ice doesn't work. Alternatively, I could just power up
That
Yufa.
was helpful. If we all work together. Come forth now. This is the end.
It's okay. We can do this. We're looking good here.
Summoner, it is your turn. Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Not bad.
We made short work of them.
Alright, luckily for me, these guard dogs mostly die without me needing to do anything.
Who's there?
Someone's back here! Aren't you that elder candidate? You got caught right away. Now I've got no choice but to force our way through. Must have been you. Cut the lights. Dogs of Louis, you won't wreck Saint's Day on my watch. Careful, the royal magic protects him, but he'll surrender if we kill his allies. Aim for the Mustari girl. So they're doing it this way. If Yufa falls, the mission fails. Be careful.
They're weak to fire. Let's heat this place.
Fire and ice.
Let me help.
Thank you.
That's the same
Summoner.
strat as before, to be
It
honest.
is your turn. The last.
I will
I'm
fight with
capable
pride.
too.
Let's go. Here.
That was helpful.
Witness the power of Sanctism. Come at me.
You don't want me to. You don't want that, buddy. He's like, come at me, and I'm like, okay. 1100 damage. You think you want that, but you don't want that.
Yay, we've done it.
Yay! We've done it!
Nice.
Steal their treasure. An emerald.
What a fortunate find.
Path splits here, but both ways appear to go
Let's take
upward.
it. We may yet find a use for it.
One's full of dogs, and the other's just two dudes?
Oh, really now?
Aha! So you're our mysterious intruder, little elder boy.
I shan't let you pass.
The Saint's Day festivities will not be interrupted. In his name, I shall render God's judgment upon you. We don't have time for your quips, guys. Let's take him out, Maelstrom. Wrong choice. As you protected by raw magic, you force us to start with the pagan girl. Well, I now have pretty much have a strat already set in stone, so let's just go ahead and... Oh shit!
My chance.
These are different guys, I didn't look. I was stupid.
Take this.
That's fine.
They're weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
Strike and pierce.
I won't hold back. We can do this.
That was helpful. This is the... It is over.
It's okay.
Their weakness.
We can do this.
Let's do this. Kneel before him. Take this. I won't lose.
Here I go. Come forth now. This is the last. I am
Disgrace
capable
the
too.
Sanctist way.
We're not out of this yet.
I am grateful.
Insolent heathens.
Take my fullest power. Heed me!
Useless!
What?
Let's do this!
Come on, focus!
Take this! Come at me!
God damn it!
Hold on.
Summoner! It is your turn! That one looked like it hurt. Nice
Well, I didn't do as much damage as I was hoping it would.
Magic Seeker!
I will say.
Maybe not.
Close your eye.
Tough one.
Power of sanctism!
Why am I so weak on physical? I feel like they should be taking more damage than this on physical, man.
We shall sweep them!
Let's stay calm.
Weakness. They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all in one fell swoop.
Alright, we're changing tact.
What now?
Because that was shit. That felt terrible.
What now? Sniper!
And my damage output was terrible.
What?
There are a lot of ladders. If I jump down from here, I will get... Just trying to figure out. Hang on. So... That goes up to... I don't understand the layout here. I was gonna go back and like do the other side, but I don't understand the layout at all.
How exciting!
Okay, that just took you down to another jump to here. So I think all I missed by not going there was fighting some dogs. Whatever.
Hey! Alright, let's push through!
I could count on you.
Yeah, come on! Let's push through!
Let's maintain this momentum. They're weak to fire. Let's
work
keep this
together.
place up.
The next one's yours.
Summoner, come forth now. One more remains.
I will fight with pride. You're looking good here.
I can do this. Heed me.
Right, at least that's easy enough.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
I should have gone and fought the dogs, I guess.
This is giving
Would have
me
been easier.
confidence. Some of them yet remain.
Hope this hits! Alright, how's that?
I knew we could count on you. Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that. If it's useful, I say grab it.
That goes to a treasure chest, okay.
What do you think
Have to
you're
fight
doing?
two dudes and it goes to a treasure chest. What poor excuses for intruders! You wandered right up to us. Never thought I'd see the day. He's protected by the royal magic, remember? No matter, Master Godot will still appreciate us bringing him in
I
alive.
want to say,
Seems you leave us no choice but to fight. I'm sorry, but we will not lose. Such bluster from a pagan wench. You get the honor of being killed first, then. Well, I now know you're weak to piercing. Why can't I use... Oh, because I'm in the wrong fucking...
To the rear guard.
Right.
Sniper! Is there another way?
they're weak to ice.
Right.
They're weak to
You
piercing
resist,
attacks.
so I just want to use a single target one.
You hit their weakness. That's your only option. It is your turn. Yeah, you let hit their weakness.
There's no escape!
Close your eye. Hot.
Summoner,
I actually didn't want to do this, but...
take my fullest power. One more remains.
Let's do
Keep it
this.
up.
I kind of fucked that up.
Right there.
I should have gone for a more powerful attack, but that's fine. Doesn't make a lot of difference.
What is it?
We found
You
something.
found something.
Opera cape. Ornate cloak donned by nobles during trips to the theatre. Magic +6.
What now?
Not better than what you have. All stats +3 or magic +6. And greatly evasion versus dark. I think I'd take what you have currently, to be honest. Wait, hang on. Well, that very obviously has a chest on it.
Nice.
How exciting.
That looks like it goes up to a thing that I have to drop down from.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
What now?
It is useful. In fact, I should just use that straight away. I don't know if I have any more of these I've not used. Also, I really should have gone from the other way. But we're here now. Hero's Incense, no. That's all the fruits and stuff. Magic Incense is the only one. Pardon me. Okay, that leads to dogs. What does this one lead to? I'm back in time for the main event. In theory, yes, you should be back in time for the main event. That one leads to more fellas. Okay, so we've got fellas or dogs. I actually think dogs are way easier to kill. So I'm gonna go dogs. There may be heavy spoilers in this one, chatters. To be warned, raiders or lurkers want to play this game. I appreciate that.
Hey, this'll do
Pinning
it.
that up there.
Come on. This is our chance. Better forward.
We shall fight well. Get in there and finish them off. They're weak to fire. Let's heat
I'm
this
counting on
place
you.
up.
I can do this. Come forth now.
One more remains, you
Let's go. The next one's yours.
Take my fullest power. It is your turn.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone.
I'm capable too.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
Hey,
We're done.
let's push through.
That was all of them.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What?
What the? Where'd you come from? Did you defeat the guards below? Sorry, we don't have time. Let us through or we'll make you. Take not one step further, the Theocracy's monk's army will be respected. The Elder is a candidate. He must be shielded by royal magic, so aim for the Mastari girl
We can make
first.
short work of them.
We've come too far to fall here. Let's go, Maelstrom. Right.
They're weak to ice. They're weak to fire.
These two weak to ice and fire. This guy is just weak to pierce.
No. I'll get some distance. Come forth, royal soul.
Come on.
You hit their weakness.
I shall
That's
do
your
my
opening,
bit.
Captain.
Guess I don't have a
Not
ice.
this tactic. Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
It's fine, but I'm gonna just do it this way.
Remain focused.
Let's stay calm. By this power. Stay sharp. It's not over
That
yet.
was amazing. Ex-summoner, come forth now.
Man, she goes through MP like no one's business, though. Jesus Christ. She's barely done any fighting. She's got no MP left. That takes care of all the guards. Let's head for the roof. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, chat, here's what I think's gonna happen. I'm calling it now, okay?
Well,
I think...
Now this is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice!
Right, I think... we're gonna try and assassinate Luis, right, with the spear. At the same time, Luis is gonna assassinate Forden, but there's gonna be some sort of mix-up or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Don't know the particulars, but I think we're gonna end up somehow assassinating Forden with our spear. Like, that's gonna be like some sort of subversion there, and then that'll get pinned on us, and we'll have to go on the run. That's what I think is going to happen.
I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
We're going to assassinate Louise. Louise is going to assassinate Forden. Forden's going to assassinate us. No. So I think we're going to try and assassinate Louise, but via some machination. I don't know what yet. Maybe the spears have been switched or some shit that I don't remember happening or whatever. Who can say? We're going to end up... Forden's going to die, and it's going to be pinned on us. We'll see how it all actually pans out, but that's the broad strokes of it. I think we're going to end up accidentally assassinating Forden somehow.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day.
Bullshit.
Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved. And we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible! But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden!
I think it's obvious whose win it is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
God love the hypocrisy in his statement. He shouldn't give Banana Lady a chance before he executed her. No, but, you know, I also highly doubt that that's actually what happened. I just asked them to give it to me and told them they should believe in my religion.
Continuing on.
Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saint's Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva
Get your
herself,
popcorn out,
Juna,
chat.
for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Well, Luis, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
We made it to the roof. Just in time.
Let's hurry.
We can get down to the chandelier from that building. Hurry!
Finally.
Wait. Never mind. I'm gonna nod my head to your comment, Flower.
We're here.
You-
I think we can get down onto that
We
massive
found your
chandelier
wifey.
hanging from the ceiling.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far. But time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
Nah, this is gonna go to shit, Stroll.
All will be fine.
No. No, it won't.
Okay. It's finally time to end this. Juna's song is about to start.
From my fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, fly to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mist.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
Fearing in my soul what I can't control. I can't close my eyes to the sunrise. From the shadow of the dark, fingers brush my neck with a remark. Oh, anguish traveler, my name is thine, and thou art I. Like the wind, shine through darkest night. Oh, never stray. Trust your eyes to steer you by. Trembling finger, hold fast to my dream. Dawn will break now. Reach out
We got him!
No shit.
Right?
No way. No way this goes off, like, as planned.
Hey, the lance! Hurry!
She can't get it back.
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Just embedded in his rib cage. Yeah.
Hail!
Is it done? The lance should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into account.
That's some sort of interference Lewis is doing, no doubt.
Ludicrous!
The lance stuck true, yes? Is he slain or not? He should be dead. I mean, he looked like he got hit by it.
hardly bodes well.
But if that's the case, why did the lance not return? No, he's thinking on it now. We've done all that we can.
Hey.
For the moment, at least. Now, let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
Hurry!
Also, Jeppo, welcome in. Howdy. Obviously, you came in and said, have I missed anything? I mean, shit's now going down, so... You're here just in time.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
Maybe?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance?
Ah,
Perhaps it's this one.
shit, man. Ah!
At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation.
Did he just tank it? Instead of like setting up any sort of like other bullshit, he just fucking tanked it? Is that what happened?
If you know what the Lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
No.
Fuck.
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions. That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final...
Pull the lance back! Pull the fucking lance back! I'll run up there and, like, I don't know, slap him about a bit with a fish.
Say it!
Oh shit, say it? Say what?
I see your performance has come to an end, Juna.
I suspect he'd used magic on someone and we killed the someone? Maybe, yeah. It's worth knowing that this guy is known for slaying humans and is like the greatest mage in the land. Honestly, we should have saw this coming a bit more. Well, I mean, I've been saying it. I saw it coming.
The curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
Juna is staring fiercely, prompting my words. The lance is falling into Louis's hands. We no longer have a means to counter his attack. But there's still hope. If we were to even these odds, there's one thing I can say.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Mm-hmm. It's the only way to get rid of the king's magic on both of us.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play.
Don't like how happy he is. I do enjoy the image of her immediately running after singing the song, even changing her hair, yeah.
So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my...
Yeah, he definitely tanked it, Lizzie. He's got like the blood on his coat and everything. He just fucking took it and just went, I've got that. That's my lance now.
Then it's to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
He's just that fucking hard that he just went, well, I'm good after that.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary.
Does that mean I can have it back? Pull it through him, dude, even now.
How do you declare
It'll go through his body, it'll be like a Dragon Ball Z moment. State your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, the savior of this country.
Louis' drip really does remind me of Maximilian from Valkyria Chronicles, yeah.
You would save it, would you? I hope that dream does not end in futility. My name is Louis Guillaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia. Attack in any number, wield any weapons, but fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Oh boy. Oh shit! I had a chance to do anything. Assemble your party. Oh god, man. Can I change my party? Like, can I change my archetypes and stuff? I don't think I can. I guess you're a sniper then. Oh god, okay. Right, well, let's see. Synthesis. This would be very helpful. I would need Thief, Faker, or Merchant. Okay. Hi, Ismay. If I bring you in, what are you currently set to? You're set to Faker. Okay. Increase attack and defense for enemy with 2 ranks. Extreme or mighty damage to all enemies. Okay, Heisme, you might be on the party. We're just gonna look at what my options are. I would like Mania Bullet, but if I can't have Mania Bullet, that's... Hey, Yufa is actually, like, fucked on MP right now, so Yufa might have to sit this out. This might be a Juna situation. Juna does have pretty good coverage. Okay, Juna, I think you're in as our caster. Stroll or Hulkenberg is our main damage dealer. I think Stroll is currently on Samurai. Honestly, Stroll is, like, very powerful right now. What's this? Warrior, Brawler, Berserker lineage. I think you're on Knight? Paladin. Which, not great right now, honestly, because you're on, like, a class that I haven't leveled up at all, because I didn't think about the fact they would be forcing me into a fight without me being able to change these. So, Hulkenberg, I think you're out, I'm afraid. I think that's our party. What do we get access to, then? Synthesis, we have Mania Bullet, which is very helpful for inflicting a weakness that then Stroll can take advantage of. Stroll would have access to Peerless Stone Cleaver, which is severe physical damage. So that's very helpful. Heisme... not really going to be all that useful. He's here purely to get Mania Bullet. But I don't really have many other options. I mean, I guess this is good. This can be very good if things are looking rough. And then Juna is just our caster for anything else, and our healer.
Go ahead! Have at me! An attempt on the life of Louis Squeerburn is a folly most cannot afford.
Even Louis can't fight at full strength after that direct lance wound.
We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here!
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission. We'll see justice done, here and now.
He's like half health already? Why do I get a feeling he's gonna be still incredibly tanky?
I will fight with pride. We'll do this together.
Look here.
Let's do this!
All right, I've got a new weakness. I've got just the dance for you. You might say, this is just what I need. How's this?
Stroll, we are preparing you for next turn, buddy. Let's hope you fucking live.
I strike to kill! I strike to kill! I strike to kill! I strike to kill!
Okay. Ow.
Give me your aid!
If you would.
You will taste justice!
This is our best chance to do a lot of damage, chat. Oh my god! Holy shit! That was 3.5K!
Now accept your fate. I have my methods.
It's okay. We can do this.
What the fuck?
Vida's power. Hold on. Here.
This might be a good strategy.
Hey, Louise, you might be in trouble, bud.
Underhand myself.
This is it!
Oh,
Bear witness!
that's so much damage.
I strike to kill!
Stroll like, I strike the kill. Fucking hell, man, he's almost dead. I'm not gonna fuck around, though.
Tis best used.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I owe you.
Interesting.
Do I just do it again?
I'm counting on you.
Don't your turn.
Let's make an end of it.
Just fucking get in there, Stroll. Just finish him off, bud.
Let's do this!
I underestimated you.
You sure as fuck did. I underestimated me, I'll be honest. I didn't expect to free turn you.
That'll do. I'll strive for greater heights.
Nice. I feel strong.
Alright, there's no way he's dead.
Does it seem that I've grown
There's no way this is like the end of Louise. I half expect him to end up being like the end boss. Like he's gonna fucking transform into some weird shit or something. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Lord Luis, do not interfere! Oh.
Yeah, we're having a duel, dude. This seemed kind of bullshit. I just won. You've pulled the spear back. That's what I was saying. We'll just go through him.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
You were saying? Holy shit.
Lord Luis! A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing.
What do you mean?
Is he not the one who put the curse on him? I wonder if he got someone else to do it. Did he take the lance with him? You've pulled the lance back, damn it! Holy shit, what a way to fucking fall down there. Look at that. That's crazy. Holy fuck. If I was to have one small complaint, I'm gonna wait on this ad break, chat. If I had one small complaint in this game, this fight was really easy if you do everything beforehand. Yeah. Would be a bit of a bad idea to pull the lance now. Would it, though? Could we not just take it back and then run? We're gonna have to get it at some point. People would look up and see us. I mean, at this point, what are they gonna do? We killed him. So we had a duel, we killed him. Like, we're kind of legally in the right. We did nothing wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna wait on the adverts. That's a really unfortunate timing on the adverts. At least it didn't happen in the middle of that like cutscene. But wow, that was a hell of a scene. And yeah, I mean, I didn't even really prepare for it. I just had to kind of prepare on the fly there, and giving Stroll like full attack prep and taking down Luis's defense or whatever made that absolutely fucking brutal. We brutalized that man. Alright, break is over. Welcome back, everybody.
Lord Luis?
At long last, 'tis done.
I bet. Okay, here's what I now think is gonna happen, seeing as I was wrong before, chat. I guess I'll make another wrong assumption. I think maybe he didn't do the formula. Maybe someone else did the formula for him or something? Or like the magic for him? I don't know. Yeah, but we say it was a duel, it's our word against everyone else because the lance is a killing blow. We have nothing to prove it was a legit duel. No one else knows what the lance does, though. That's not common knowledge.
We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillabern, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Well, do you want to say, sure, the duel is a thing in the tournament, but that's still like murder? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if that's the murder. It's a duel. If both parties consent, it's like Wild West, when people used to have gunslinging duels. They didn't then arrest the guy who won afterwards and say, well done, you won the duel, now you're in jail.
Even so, the outcome is the same. We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance.
Ah, yes! It went down with him.
Also, Flower, you don't think people are going to be looking up here, like, already? We fell from the fucking sky.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with a lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even
that's a
should we save
problem.
The prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No, too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Huh? I feel like everyone's overstating the fact that we could just, like, I don't know, throw a cloak on and then call the lance up and then run the fuck away? Like, well, then what?
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew
Yeah,
Luis?
honestly, I think we have
Can we
to.
afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on. We'll just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Stroll on this, but yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, what can we do?
But we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
The way I see it, if we act rash and fast now, Forden will be able to see spin some sort of story from it and just throw us to the mud.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
I can't. Forden like looks worried, but you must be like, wait, hey!
Allow me.
Ooh.
Lord Luis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off
Oh,
stage.
fuck.
Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
Is this guy this sounds like the same voice actor for the guy who was with Banana Lady, the ginger fella.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
He got munched though, yeah. Oh, I said the same voice actor, I don't mean the same character.
Dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
Yes.
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness.
I guess we're just gonna lay it all out now, huh?
Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people.
Judah, like, alright, I didn't say you could reveal that much, yeah.
But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
I had not realized you were such an actor. Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
Look at Del and Basilio walking off.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other. Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today. In form and heart, you are a true knight.
Like, this is great and all, but I don't want to be like chummy with Forden. He's just as bad.
Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, Miss Lance, the Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
So we're gonna need to switch this with a fake one.
Yes. As you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed.
You're in the back like, ah! No! Yufa's freaking out. That would be funny.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
I guess we do. That put me to number 5? I killed Louise! Who the fuck number 4? What the hell did he do?
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
I don't know if you guys have realized, you've been with him for a while, but he's kind of a twat.
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
All right. It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No, you speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne, to break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better
Are we going to
story
show
than
them?
that if you don't want to
Like
get
the
cut
mirror?
open where you stand.
How else are they going to believe you?
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis. Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However,
I like this a lot. Fidelio and Basilio wouldn't be happy about the prince coming back, since, like, even when the king was in charge and Parapus was still suffering, Luis is the only alternative to that, basically, that had substantial backing.
You did this for the prince. His father, the king, was a coward. Puppet to Forden. It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside.
I feel like I read that before I got the context for it.
And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
Yeah, well, you think him cursing him makes him, what, better somehow? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. He aimed to take a life, then don't be surprised he died.
Nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Except for Parapus. We don't have a Parapus on our team. We decided from the start that we don't want one of those. I feel like we've got to get a Parapus at some point, otherwise it just feels weird.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair.
Heisme hates Parapus, yeah.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
What are they gonna do? I'm protected.
no, their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments, and now protecting him's all I've got.
Del.
Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business. I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that doesn't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? We'll see you around, Lady Juna.
You can immediately see the like expression on his face soften, even on the artwork. Maybe that's a bit of a weight off, even if you didn't realise it.
I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that.
In a way, you guys are free
You know that
now.
about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
Ah, Captain, let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
I have a horrible feeling he's still going to be cursed.
Yes, you're right. That should have lifted the curse.
Luis said this is all for naught.
What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something.
No way.
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
So I'm thinking.
But that would mean we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
Now. Let's not call him innocent. This is the same person who was going to set fire to your village. It's the same person who killed the king. Same person who was part of the assassination attempt on the prince, even if he didn't cast the curse. Same person who killed Stroll's family and ruined their village, burned their village down to the ground. You know? Safe to say, not innocent.
That bastard was no innocent.
Thank you.
He destroyed my home. He murdered the king.
Stroll just filling me in with all the deets that I was
True
saying.
enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap, eh?
Look, I don't think it's worth worrying about right now.
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason.
I do like that they at least bring it up. Our intent for killing him was unjustified, but other intents are fine. Yeah.
If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
When she saw the formula, Rella did say it was only an outline likely jotted from memory. So that could mean this wasn't a formula to begin with, just Luis's scratch work, proof that he was looking for a way to prove his innocence. I don't know if he's necessarily looking for a way to prove his innocence. He seemed like quite a murdered, pro-murder man.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have?
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene. I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Basically admitted he killed... No, not basically. He fully admitted he killed the king. You declared it in public.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Fie! No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... no. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone.
Yeah, wait, didn't someone else say about... Didn't Forden say you slashed his back?
told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
Forden seemed to have an awful lot of information on what you did. Grius told us the story the first time.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Maybe he heard it from the culprit?
If so, then Forden could be one of the conspirators behind the attack, or perhaps solely responsible for it.
I say, you don't think Forden is the mastermind behind this whole blasted to-do? You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire dashed Sanctus Church?
Think murder's back on the table, boys!
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities.
Damn, a lot happened in the last, like, hour.
Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was...
Well, we killed a man.
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the king's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance he presented, I take it that's why you went to Verga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan. But at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden.
We're thinking about killing the second time.
Man, he really is.
So I want to know more about Forden.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance. A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
The second half of this game is just going to turn into No More Heroes, where we have like the ranking list or whatever. We have to kill the one above us to take their place, like the Hitman ranking list or whatever.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saints' Day of all days?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away.
It's like trying to dig up dirt on Santa on Christmas, yeah.
I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it, so it's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals.
do feel a bit bad for Rella, like, her job is likely so difficult, and now piling all this shit on her to deal with. She's so nice. She has also seen, like, the bad side of Forden already, though. We've seen that one cutscene where she was, like, present while he was talking about, like, pretty untoward shit. So I feel like she must already doubt him.
I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctus Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the Crown Theocracy.
Oh. Whoa. I was just looking at her, like, costume chat, and I was thinking about that, like, bit she's now holding. And then my brain went to, like, I wonder if she put soup in there, and then she was, like, in pain, and I just snapped back to reality. Like, I was in a daze for a second.
Sister? What's wrong?
Like, she could put soup in there and then, like, straw it.
Nothing.
From her little, like, chest soup bowl.
I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
Sometimes these thoughts invade my brain, Flower.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
Seems Juno wasn't able to get much from Rella. If Rella won't talk, I'm gonna have no choice but to pry the truth out of Forden tomorrow. I'm sure you've got lots on your mind, but I can tell you're tired. Let's rest up and get ready for tomorrow. Damn. That was a busy night. There's a lot happened. Or I guess a busy 2 nights. No, it was just 1 night? God damn. Alright, chat. I'm going to go for a toilet break and go grab a drink and all that fun stuff, and a snack. I shall be back. Don't know why I thought all the shit went down on 9/11. I guess it was close enough. Yeah, you were 1 day off. I shall be back momentarily, chat, after the break, and we'll continue on with some more metaphor. However, in the meantime, enjoy the clips.
Do you even know the works for the life forms other than yourselves? Hi-ho, hey-ho? Don't kid yourselves, you are just hairless apes, or worse, hi-ho. You are nothing more than freaks of evolution! Ah! I hate it. Just fucking kill me. End it now. Please.
Actually, I tell you what part of that annoys me as well is, like, I keep seeing news reports on TV where it's like, oh, everybody's making the most out of the sun and the hot weather today. And it shows, like, pictures of people having a great time on the beach and, like, standing around water fountains and stuff. And I'm like, fuck off. Show a picture of, like, people like me sat in their room with a computer on fucking just dying out here. Just straight dying. Show that news story. Fucking fun time in the fucking sun, you news cunt. Fuck you.
Come on, Eileen. That was actually an unintentional.
Right, let's build some shit.
Where are we going, bud? I could show you the world.
I don't even want to know what's going on there.
Spore's alive! Fucking... You're telling us that Bowser has abducted the princess again!
Or might as well just do it fucking Indian, mightn't I? Never mind. It will be up to you to enter the keep and rescue Princess Toadstool. Because apparently I can't do Welsh. But I do a very good Indian. You can do magic. Gibbs has been doing magic this whole time.
Yeah, I was just fucking throwing electric. I thought it was melee.
Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI. So you
do the double finger gun.
Us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all
what the fuck is this guy doing?
FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
We have 20 seconds to kill Robotnik. No worries, easy. Easy! What are you gonna do? Ain't gonna hit me from here, mate. Oh, it did. It did hit me from there. Oh no. I mean, I guess good, but I didn't put any clothes on, but apparently I put clothes on her. Wait, I put her clothes on. No, I put her clothes on. Okay, good. You enter the room and see nothing amiss. You untie the girl and put her clothes on before walking out of the house. So she's naked now, but I've got her clothes on. Good. Much better. Yep, good. Am I Mio? Is that my name? Looks like Little York. I can't even do that face that he's doing. I don't think I have access to that expression. Maybe I do. Maybe it's like... I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. Hello, friend. Shut up! Get lost! Okay.
Hey, wait!
Farewell, entity known as Naomi Hayward. We will also be taking back
Hey, hold on! God damn it!
Chat, what the f- Why is this in the game? Why? Oh no, I dropped it. Oh! Snake, you've used up the pawn! Don't do that, Snake. That's not okay. You guys can vote for the effects just by typing a number in the chat. The overlay on the top left of your stream. Bouncy vehicles? Oh! Oh! That's not bouncy! What a fucking bouncy! Me and you have very different definitions of what bouncy means. Stop! Oh god. Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh, where are we fucking going? We're going to space! Please!
You gotta watch out, fool.
I'm in the sea! That's probably for the best! Has she been eating people? Oh, we're gonna have to kill her, guys. I think she might be a
Her
cannibal.
back's all open, man. Look, she's all fucked up. And
Hey,
all like-
we're your three dads.
You okay?
She's
pointing at something. What are we pointing at?
We're
Me?
your
She's
three
all like
dads.
No, we're not her
carved up and
dad.
stuff.
Timmy's
Here we are,
our
we are
son.
now. We've adopted her.
She needs to be sacrificed for Timmy. Lad, she's having a dance.
I shot her in the head.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
That's not good.
Maelstrom, we're just gonna back up.
Yeah,
and
you
leave
guys
with
back
that.
off. Okay.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna back off too, lads.
What the fuck?
Holy
Fucking
shit! Okay.
She's been.
Right, I'm back, everybody. We've had that Mario clip twice now this week that I've seen LA Noire and now tonight. What are the odds? Hang on, let me tell you the odds. The odds are 7,428 to 1. I guess. So that clip comes up. That's how many clips I have saved on my computer. Could Forden truly have killed His Highness? The attack was by his hand. We must have our answers from him, no matter the means. The true culprit behind the curse must be brought to justice and fast. His Highness's life is at stake.
That's Luis.
Luis is by no means an innocent man, but we still killed someone we shouldn't have. It's not so much that I feel guilty, but I have a sense of foreboding. Hope it's only my imagination. Yeah, I guess, like I say, the intent is wrong. The reason we killed him is wrong, but he still deserved everything he got. So I don't feel bad about it. Just annoyed that it didn't fix the problem. We've finally taken down our greatest foe, yet it seems we can't celebrate just yet. I was naive to think taking down Forden would solve our problems. Forden, that cur. I'd long believed this church was not as pristine as it presented, but this... If he truly was the man behind the attack, we must reclaim the spear and swiftly. We murdered Luis, but the prince's curse is unbroken. We went through so much to get here, I can't help but feel conflicted. To make things worse, Rella seems to be hiding something. She's never been a very good liar. Oops. Let's save and go to bed. Do you know why I remember we had it on Tuesday night? Because it's you failing at a Welsh accent. You mean Jamaican English. Tomorrow is festival day proper. I can't help but think what's going to happen. Let's make sure we're ready for anything. Wait, hang on. If we want to make sure I'm ready for anything...
With a single fist, I shape our future.
Just in case.
Good night.
Hulkenberg when they find out who cursed the prince. Louise, that bastard. Forden, surprised Pikachu face, yeah. Well, we don't know it was Forden yet.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of
We just know that Forden knows information he shouldn't
We
know.
will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
I doubt he did it himself. Something tells me he got someone else to do it. If it was indeed him.
Looks like Dracodios hasn't left his side.
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer up our thanks to God. Luis.
Whoops, but first an announcement.
The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying lance is safe in my hands. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue as a newly forged nation?
He's talking as if the race is already over. What about deciding the winner?
Yeah, he's a little bit taking matters into his own hands, isn't he?
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
No. He would end the tournament here and now.
So he's just going to call the race while he's ahead? How can
Do you get to do that, brother?
But the throne's decided by the king, not this tournament.
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If he ends this while he's this far ahead, we won't be able to reverse it.
The guy decided the tournament. Yeah, but he can't, like, crown himself king. The tournament isn't him. The tournament wasn't made by him. Or whatever. Well, no, okay, right. The succession or whatever was not made by him. The tournament was made by Forden in order to, like, compete against Luis, right? He can stop the tournament, but he can't call himself king. That's the king's magic needs to do that, doesn't it? Is that not the whole point?
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky bastard!
We only seek to submit to the will of the people. Though you would be wise to quit the race with all speed.
Forden for the throne! Then we will finally have peace! Hail His Majesty Forden! Long live His Majesty Forden!
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but is not this tournament... This tournament wasn't set by the king, was it? The king's magic states that whoever is the most popular by a certain date will become king, hence Forden can basically do what he wants since he's vastly in the lead. Right, but he can't be like, I'm king now, because that's not how it works. The king's magic will put whoever's in the lead. If he wants to be like, well, I'm king now, and then I just do a bunch of stuff behind his back and get first on the rock, I'm king.
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor. Tournament won or no, his dominance will soon be unshakable.
He's not saying he's king, he's going to crown himself the winner. I'm talking about this.
All but a formality now, isn't it? His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side. Better to establish peace now and crown Sanctifex Forden.
Let's go. We reclaim the lands now!
Now? Are you out of your mind?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
Yes, but Forden is cheating as he does. Yeah, but he can't cheat. That's what I'm saying. He can end the tournament. He can end the tournament while he's in front, but it doesn't mean shit to the magic, right? If we somehow, like, reverse tides or whatever and got first, then he's got a crown on his head, but he's not the king. Who gives a shit?
If there really is no other way.
How? Well, I don't fucking know. We got the fifth doing other bullshit. Do some other bullshit.
So you were after this lance all along? Loyalists indeed. How many more candidates must die by your hand?
His smuggler is horrific, distorted. It's sickening.
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends. That alone is treason against the kingdom, you filthy assassins.
Assassins? Then we're in good company. That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace. Do you deny it?
Precisely the sort of baseless claims I'd expect from desperate sinners.
This plan seems really bad.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we produce proof of your treason?
I'm Hulkenberg, and I was there, and I said that I slashed his back, but you said it first, I guess, and so there. And everyone's gonna be like, huh?
You waste your breath. What do your words matter now? The royal family is gone. Luis is dead. Only I remain. And only I am fit for the throne.
God, there's another pinned spoiler message. Oh shit, it's time to get the popcorn out.
You vile traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous! The Sanctifex is incapable of such deeds!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal.
Judge these ruffians with your divine lance!
Oh, good.
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt.
He's being very openly evil.
Handing me the crown.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince's case was supposed to be off.
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling the strings from the start. Wait, is that...
Motherfucker, is that is that Louise?
Who are you? We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Reese? Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Louise!
Is that the fake glance already?
But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you.
How? When?
This is the true lance.
You snake.
Wait, the fucking lance he brought to the roof was never real, but didn't you pull it in? What's happening?
Did he just kill Sanctifex Forden?
Hold on that thought, Mael, for like 5 seconds, okay?
No. Impossible. Nothing to see here. The festival is cancelled. Cancelled.
Del, Lord Louis is alive.
Okay, so now here really is the question, and I assume we're going to get this covered eventually. But does that mean that Lord Luis... Why do I call him Lord? Does that mean that Luis is in fact the person who cast the fucking spell? Like, now Sanctifex Forden's dead, is the spell suddenly going to go away? How do we fucking know? It's such a mix-up.
What's going on?
I agree, Fidelio. What is going on?
Good people, you have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination.
Mael, I fucking love this guy now. No, but at the very least, I appreciate that he's killed Forden because Forden was a twat, but now he's basically one twat's revived and the other twat's dead. It's not really an improvement. We're just like sideways. We've moved sideways.
For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex is unfit to rule. What's the matter? You seem lost for words.
The more enjoyable twat is back at the very least. I mean, I prefer him as a bad guy to Forden, for sure.
You came back to life? You believe me resurrected? Even if I could defy death, I care nothing for the prospect.
Then how? How are you alive? Forden's own attendant confirmed your death.
And clearly that guy wasn't Forden's attendant.
Forden's attendant? You mean that fellow?
No.
Huh?
Zorba?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa there! What do you fucking mean you're alive? He's a necromancer? Well, yeah. Most necromancers don't necromance themselves, they necromance others.
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if the need arose.
Chat, if anyone is very confused as to who the fuck Zorba is, this is like the first guy we killed in like the first dungeon. He was like one of Lewis's henchmen. Are we still under the rules of the duel? Kill him. I assume not.
I'd always intended for Forden to die by my hand, and the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
There's also half Clamar and half Mustari, which you now know of Yufa.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through your very breastplate.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side.
So did Zorba bring you back? Are you like undead now? Like what happened? That needs explaining.
Anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined for far greater than this.
Jesus Christ, man.
So I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Forden and his flock. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight. Only a fool would expect him to die in such a place.
I mean, most of us didn't think you were alive, Zorba.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death out of mercy.
Like, I fucking hadn't thought about you, Zorba, in about 70 hours.
Why'd you have the real lance? Wasn't it supposed to have gone to Forden?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you, I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to swap out your counterfeit.
Alright, fair enough. And you would have had access to it because you're part of Luis's retinue or whatever.
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us, ever since the moment we thought Zorba dead?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions.
If you're half Clamar and half Mustari, you become Scottish, I guess.
Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand, just as planned.
Not really power, though, was it, Lewis? Let's be real, it wasn't power, it was subterfuge, and it was confusion. I wouldn't say that was power. You didn't exactly overpower me, we kicked the shit out of you. And then, luckily for you, Zorba's, like, still about. If we killed him in the first bit of the game, actually, for real, you'd be dead now.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks. You're insane!
I think you'll find Stroll killed you in 3 hits.
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so?
Yes. Stroll's like, I could kill you right now again if you want. Yeah. Wait. Well, wait. If he wasn't actually dead, wouldn't we have known because the head's on the stone? It's a good point. I didn't really see the stone. Told it takes a few days to update sometimes, yeah, I guess.
In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way.
Okay, hang on a second, Louise. Hang on a second. Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned it was useless. That's why you resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. Is that not so? In other words, the curse's victim still draws breath. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic in your way.
So, His Venerable Highness the Prince...
So it is him who cast the fucking formula.
Where is he? Speak or die.
Eat my entire ass.
Please, spare us!
Oh, of course he targets some random fucking children.
Leave them be!
Real powerful hero
How
move.
quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Oh god, this is not good. Oh shit!
Out of the way!
Oh shit! No!
What?
He just begun to like them! Wait, they're blocking it though.
Why?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Run sideways.
You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
Value.
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lords!
I see. So even you two faltered.
Oh god, no. Dell's gonna get in the way of it and save Baz.
Del!
Oh shit, man. Oh no!
Del!
Fidelio!
Hey! Wake up!
What? That line about him wanting to protect him and that's all he has.
I get it now.
It was really foreboding, huh?
Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that.
Stop talking, Del.
I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del?
Del!
Damn.
Pitiful. See what Brotherhood earned them.
Fuck off, Zorba.
Lord Louis, that's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right.
Is Basilio gonna be my next party member?
Wrong. Doesn't matter what.
Is he gonna scream out of his heart?
Fed us in that. We saw you as our hope. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean.
This is the worst time for an ad. I'm gonna have to go though.
You're the kind of cold-blooded bastards we hate more than anything!
Don't you die as well, Basilio.
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Luis. With my newfound power, I shall...
Oh, just fucking try me, Zorba. Try me. You fucking penis.
This way! Guards, hurry!
Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered His Eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run. Basilio, come with us!
What, you stupid? What does he think we killed him?
Shut up! What about Tell? You saw what that bastard did to him!
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed. For now, please flee with us.
Shut!
Come, make haste.
Oh, welcome back.
It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for Sanctus tradition.
You can expect little else in Altabri. I apologize for not being present.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group, worst case, we'd have been turned in.
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus Church of all places. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off, with singing and celebration.
It's alright. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Tell you he couldn't choose where to snuff it. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna, that's enough for us.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while. He's just lost the only family he had.
By the way, have you checked the Farsight mirror? The curse might be...
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted.
I mean, it was Zorba or
all.
fucking Luis, right? It has to have been.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind. Luis was innocent of that crime, at least.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command.
Or not.
Unless we can...
God, I don't know. I'm so mixed up in my head, man.
Damn it all!
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now, Luis...
I thought the whole point of the curse was supposed to be that it was like...
That's far from ideal.
Someone so powerful or whatever that they would have to keep the magic casting the entire time on themselves or whatever. Like, who else is fucking there? Wouldn't we know about them?
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place
It's
to
not
find,
Rella, is
even
it?
if you're looking.
No.
Going to the prince's side could be dangerous.
Is it?
So let's
No.
not get ahead of ourselves.
Wait. She was like weakened or something. Why would she though? I mean, I'm just throwing shit out there. Okay.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer have any leads to follow.
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my sister again. She may have some insight on the Sanctus Church's past. But that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all use some time to rest our hearts and minds.
Oh, look at you, kid. You look near dead yourself.
Tell? What?
Seems you made it out in one piece, though.
Are you alive? But back there, you... Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Luis. Bloody hell, Del.
No.
I thought
I don't think so, Baz. I think he's dead.
Basilio, sorry. From here on, you're taking the lead.
But why? I can't without you. Del, I only made it this far because I followed you.
Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. If you can do that, I'll always be with you.
Necro dude did necro things. No, I think this is just a meeting of a spirit,
Del,
as it were.
Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye for now. You ready?
I think he's gonna like Thanos snap out of here. Wait, is this his awakening cutscene?
Let's hear it, Basilio.
Is it gonna be some sort of power that has like him involved, or like what's going on?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother. O thou anguished
He's got a big axe. I'm trying to think of like what his
Thy long
archetype's gonna be.
stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Del.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot, from before.
They went to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad. Thanks.
God damn it, Atlas. You fucking sons of bitches. Basilio, the badass bruiser carrying his brother's honor, has become your ally. What a great way to introduce him as, like, I assume the final party member. Although I might be wrong. I'll have to have a look at the archetype board again, but I think it's the last one. But it was such a long, drawn-out process that didn't even make you feel like he was going to be a party member for such a long time that they gave it a long time to cook. Like, there was such a long process of slowly bringing him up in character from, like, an adversary character to someone who could kind of see what you were doing but didn't necessarily agree with the way you were doing it, to someone who started questioning all of their own ideals, to then someone who becomes your ally ultimately through conflict and strife. What a fantastic way to bring a party member in. That was really fucking good. I really enjoyed that. I just want Basilio to yell at them and say, next time, don't sit around when bad shit is going down. Yeah. Such a good way to bring him in. I wish Atlas do this more in the future. All my issues of Haru are dissolved when compared to this. I mean, look, the thing with Haru and her introduction, also Persona 5 spoilers for anyone who cares, mild. But the thing with Haru and her introduction is that game follows a very, like, strict formula, for better or worse. Which is, like, you're introduced to a character, and then they are brought in some fashion or whatever. The thing with Haru is, like, I guess you're so late in, and there's such a, like, tight camaraderie with everybody that bringing her in raw felt weird, so they decided to sort of combine her story a little bit with some character development for Morgana. But I feel like Haru sort of makes herself more not at home, what's the word? She kind of carves out her own niche after her palace, as opposed to during her palace. I think her social link's really good as well, which I don't think you've started yet. So, I think her introduction is weak, but her, like, following scenes are good. Whereas this is a strong introduction.
By God, what in the world is that, Lance? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes. That's supposed to be impossible.
Who's this fucking cat's anus ass mouth looking motherfucker?
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport of it.
I kind of forgot about these people.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in the church.
Before all else, we must choose a successor. But they need not share Forden's strength.
They're not going to make Rella the successor, are they?
I have brought her here.
Oh, God.
You requested an audience? Assembled lords?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal successor to His Eminence Sanctifex Forden.
This girl? She is your plan?
Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me, as his trusted right hand.
Yeah, but have you seen your face, Godot? If you're the biggest fucking face on that rock, I think everyone's gonna, like, be scared.
She sense.
No one's gonna vote.
Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you have nothing worthy of the people's loyalty.
Rella, will you not speak? Surely you feel what they ask of you is beyond your station.
I don't know how Rella feels about this. I would have thought this is something you wouldn't want, because you'd be in direct opposition to your sister, but...
Well, that is...
But at the same time, you know, maybe having you in charge is a good thing. If you are a good person, ultimately maybe you can push back.
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger, but a refuge from their fears. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people, Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen. Rella, will you answer their call?
This is all rather sudden.
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round turns in your favor.
Even so, I am unfit to be queen.
Allow me to clarify. This is not exactly a request. Would you rather have that tyrant Luis become king?
Well...
Yeah.
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I just heard from the pack of Sanctists. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place, but where it is, it'll be Saint Rella. Gonna be an announcement tomorrow.
I don't know how Jude's gonna take this.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella, at that. Going for popularity over power, it seems.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice than it seems.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all, gets to do what she wants.
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen would put her stomach in knots.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps it was an order she could not refuse.
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk to her either.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably announce the next challenge once Rella's candidacy goes public.
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a dent.
Would Luis try and kill Rella, do you reckon? What's stopping him?
If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, that'll be a tough lead to shake.
I mean, at this point, what's stopping him from just killing everyone who stands up at the Sanctus Church?
After all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the throne.
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity is eclipsed royal right. His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be acknowledged.
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer will take up the hunt.
So many obstacles. What do we do?
We have to keep trying to break the curse, but we also need to get people to support the prince's claim to be to the throne. Rather, to move forward, we need to buy time.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military does it all the time. We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty?
From who?
I'm in. As long as they don't find out.
You can't just casually drop an "I'm in" on this.
Adzel was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point out differences.
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar, and have been for generations. His appearance would be the least of our worries.
Stroll, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. You look exactly like I do. You even have the same haircut. Just you have horns. And honestly, mate, I think I could make up some horns. Okay? Like, literally, if we took your horns off, you would just be an elder.
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but a mark of Elden.
Oh, the prince doesn't have horns.
I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard in passing.
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough plausibility to shake the nobles to their core.
Surprised you don't know that seeing the loading screen every time. Well, you would assume... Well, you seem to assume that I pay a lot of attention to how the prince looks on that loading screen.
Of course, all this means
Which
little,
I do not.
unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I can't back down now.
Wow. You never do, you know?
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more. I pledge my sword to this gambit.
Good.
Give me a
Then
bottle of
we'll
hair,
declare
though.
ourselves
Yep.
tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the optimal place to make sure we're heard.
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl a polish worthy of a prince.
I thought he was referring to me for a second, and I got really scared.
My cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished. Can't let the lad be the only one with his life on the line.
Don't know if hair dye exists.
Can we talk?
I've no clue what might happen in a situation like this, so once we're done with our preparations in the city, let's focus on tomorrow. But remember, the monks have their eyes on us. Let's keep our shopping to the Blue Sky Bridge area and return to the runner at night. So am I still unable to do any other shenanigan? Well, we know now this is going to be Basilio. That's another sign that I think it must be no more party members after him. Yeah, there's no more hidden areas on this either that I can see. No more like chunks that haven't been unlocked, but there is like a massive amount of missing space on the right hand side and at the top. So who knows? Maybe they'll introduce something when we like level up everything. Deals medium physical strike damage to one enemy. Greatly increases caster's physical attack damage once per battle. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, first off, Basilio, I'm pretty sure we can get you some new gear. I wish I could have done it automatically through there, but... Unremarkable axe received from Moore. Why did you give me that? For a class I don't have. It's a bit weird. Also, apparently I don't have better gear. Maybe I do. Because this... Well, I mean, that's better. Let's be real. Strength +3. Cast Terror Charge at the start of battle and Strength +4, lose 5 defense. I'll take it. Ornament created by twisting 2 strands of thread together. Reduces damage being hit by your weakness. Well, in the front row increases attack. You know what? Yeah, that works. I'll say this before we get into deep gameplay with him. Basilio is crazy broken if you build him right with his archetype. I mean, I'm going to try him out, obviously. Well, I have news. I'm now sitting at 149.4k clown coins, so you know it's coming very, very soon. Oh, shit. I assume you've already figured something out, have you? Nope. And Flower wants to do a Steam key roulette. Okay. Let's do that. Alright, Flower, you know the rules, but I'll give them to everybody just in case anyone else ever, you know, is gonna pick another spin. But 15,000 channel points, you can spin this wheel. It currently has 318 games on it. And if you land on something, you can either choose to take it or you can choose to give it up and spin again. And you can do that up to 3 times. On the 3rd spin, though, you'll go away with whatever you have. So, as long as you are happy with those rules, give me a thumbs up in the chat and I'll spin the wheel. Definitely feel my throat getting a bit croaky today. Spin! Then we spin. Number 1. Super Hexagon, not a particularly expensive game, but a game that I enjoy. It's 84p, because it's 66% off. Terry Kavanagh, rhythm game, very difficult. I played it on stream once for a challenge Maelstrom thing. Flower, do you want to go for that or spin again? Pretty good. Sure, that game fucks with my eyes, so spin. Okay. Spin number 2. Alright, Flower, let me tell you a little something about this game called Undertale. You might have heard of it. Now, it's a very good game on Steam. Wow, even that's on fucking crazy sale at the moment. That's 75% off on Steam. That's crazy. Do remember, though, if you own the game, that you can always take the key and then give it to someone else. So, oh, okay, never mind. Spin. Right, spin again. Let's reset your RNG. It's a shame Maelstrom didn't get to see this side of your streams, but I don't know how you would have done it with the whole 2-room setup. Yeah, it would have been a bit more of a struggle for sure. Alright, final spin. Here we go. Flower, you will be going home with the Jack Black, Tim Schafer sort of RPG with some RTS action game shit in it. Brutal Legend. It's actually a really good game if you've not played it, but yeah, that's what you're going home with today. Oh, cool, I do not have it. I think this game still holds up. I think the when you get to the RTS bits, that's where it gets a bit weaker, but the actual action parts of this game are a lot of fun. And the story was good. Let me grab you a key. He says, let me grab you a key. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, Floor Reverie in your DMs. There we go, there's a Steam key for you. If you have any problems with it, let me know. It should be fine. And I will close that. I will take it off the wheel. There it goes. Almost saved it. No, don't want to save it yet. I want to shuffle it first, then save it. There we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this spin music Dr. Mario? It is. Alright, there we go. That's that updated and deleted from there too. There we are. Wonderful. Thank you very much for spinning the wheel. Until next time. I had a thought with that at one point, chat. There's something I would like to try and do, but it's a bit of an effort. We'll see if I fancy doing it at some point, but I was considering making like a small executable game, essentially, in Unity. Or something like that, which is like, you know, an actual like game show space with the wheel in it and stuff. That would be fun, but I don't know if I can be bothered. To be honest. Right, okay. The chat. First Youth awakens to her powers, and now Basilio too. Surprising, yet at the same time it's not. We all seem to be guided by your star. At least Basilio is awake now. That's a relief. Thought he'd be walking shadow, but watching him, I think he's going to pull through.
Indeed.
Always knew you were a gutsy one, but to think you had it in you to claim yourself as a prince. Bravo, old chap. You know, this gauntlet runner was originally commissioned for His Highness's exclusive use. I'll do what I can to make it one worthy of him.
In truth.
Before Basilio awakened to his power, I felt the flow of another person's magla, I'm sure of it. The magla was gentle and warm. It enveloped Basilio and then it seemed to merge with him. We got... interesting. To masquerade as His Highness the Prince seems insolent to claim his identity, and yet, can't put my finger on why, but I approve the suggestion, though not without reservation. As the Prince's royal guard, you shall have my protection. Fidelio, he seemed like Luis's right-hand man, but he had a good head on his shoulders. Makes me think, if we'd met under different circumstances, perhaps we'd have shared a drink together. Except you hate Parapus, so maybe not.
Sam?
Can't say I'm feeling as powerful as you lot look, but whatever I've got, I know for sure it was Dull who gave it to me. Nothing's easy about it, but I know I'm going to be throwing around this power as your ally. I can't afford to mope. Alright, bud. I hope you brought lots of cooking.
Alright then.
Wait.
Alright then.
There? No, I guess we're leaving. That makes sense. Keep forgetting that we've got this Majora's Mask ass looking fella in the sky. If you did that, I might end up having the same issue Doctor Who has right now. Flo will know what I mean. It was great when it was crap and naff because of the budget they had to work with, and they gave it a bucket load of cash, and it went, and the naff we loved went away. Alright, Lizzie. I think the wheel I have right now is perfectly professional and serviceable. I don't know if it's crap and naff. What's that all about? You brought this scourge upon us by coming here. That's why I had to test elders and pagans. Alright. Saint's Day ended on a rather blood-curdling note, didn't it? Perhaps the lone saving grace is that Lady Rella is still on our side. I was going to say, felt more like you want to say something about Doctor Who than harping on Mael, and I agree.
What are we to do?
For that?
City's in shambles, and is Eminence Forden killed? It can't be. Just who the devil are you? Are you with us or against us? Certainly not with. Cannot believe it! Sanctifex Forden slain by Luis! No, it can't be true! But then why was Luis not struck down for his sin? Surely Sanctifex Forden had nothing to be judged for, or did he?
My wits have left me, I believe.
What are you doing lying in the middle of a public route? Are you quite alright? Do you realise you're in the way, don't you? Vacant man. Why never? Don't just stare, get up! Away with you! Is this guy alright? Corpse on the road, is there? You're alright, Lizzie, don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Apparently too busy for bounties.
We got a mother of all storms a brewing.
Is this it?
Right, they said I can do some shopping, right?
Let's go.
What's that shop? I like Lizzie says I wasn't calling it naff as in bad. Now I'm not going to give Lizzie too much of a hard time because I did not actually take offense to it at all. Don't worry yourself. But I will just say that your sentence did say it was great when it was crap and naff.
What is it?
I'm going to say you should stock up on the best supplies right now. I will do.
What would you like?
Or at least I'm going to have a look. Now there's a face I don't see every day. Don't carry igniters here, but have a look around anyway. Oh, and I've received word from Alonso. He said you were worthy of a discount, so I'll oblige. Oh, and Alonso had one more request for me. He told me to sell you special goods, the ones I don't show to normal customers. These sort of shops always have something of a secret menu. It'd be a shame to lose out on it, Then when I thought he was dead. Hides under pillow. It's all good though, you're good. I get what you mean. I understand completely what you were saying. Like, when you start adding too much polish to something or whatever, it can get... It's not as fun as when it's a bit more grassroots. Flammer bottle. I should buy loads of these. Just in case. Well, not like loads, but I should buy like, you know, maybe like 5 of each. Just so I can chuck them out if I ever need to get... These do come in surprisingly handy when you're like, I need to hit something's weakness, but I don't have access to its weakness. I'd say it comes in more handy in Persona than it does in this game, but you still do to get half a turn icon use from throwing those out, so. Half's the turn icon cost of using guard. Interesting. Able to perform 2 consecutive actions. Actions use turn icons as normal. Some interesting, like, gear here. Interesting way to build some of that stuff. Alright, let's figure this out. I don't want to harp on Doctor Who, but Mael will find this interesting. They brought back an old showrunner. The problem is showrunner's mentality that they can't include previous monsters that may be slightly insinuating certain groups of people. Slightly insinuating? What does that mean? When you insinuate something, you're like...
Well, I guess that's the end.
Not explicitly describing it, but you... I don't understand what you mean by slightly insinuating. Just gonna make sure I have the right word. I'm pretty sure insinuating means to, like, not outright say something, but to show it as what it is. An unpleasant hint or suggestion of something bad. There you go.
What'll I do here?
Example of Cybermen, you know the robot lads. There's a rumor that they're not included because of modern day concepts, people, prosthetics, and cybernetic enhancements. So you don't mean insinuating, you mean like offensive. I guess because showrunner things be offensive. Oh, there you go. Problem is that it goes the opposite end where it feels catering to the point where it borders on offensive to those groups. Well, it's just like, you know, do you need to tiptoe around them in eggshells, or should they not just be normalized? Right? There's an argument.
Whatever should I do?
There's an argument that tiptoeing around people like that or whatever is just another way of ostracizing them.
Hello.
Ooh. Damn. The last Doctor didn't get a Dalek story. Okay, his run was the second shortest, but when was the last time we had a Doctor who didn't meet with the tin cans based on Nazis? Doctor Who's weird, man. I don't get it. Strength and magic +3. That's pretty fucking good, actually. They are pretty expensive, though. I've been kind of getting by without buying anything from these shops, but I might buy... Basilio a new weapon. So he's not on a grey.
Get yourself a...
Whoops.
Get yourself a...
Oh. Or not, if all the weapons are greys anyway. I mean, that's plus 40. That shit's expensive, Jesus Christ. Thunderclap bow. No. Can I?
All right.
Am I allowed to go to other towns? Guess not. All right. Well, we've kind of been to the places we can go. So what do we just go? Do we just go back to the bed now? I'm back. Had to relocate a family of feral cats. Finally got the mother into a carrier after a week of trying. Damn. When they do, they include these groups to focus to a point where inclusion feels out of the norm rather than actually doing service to their representation. Obviously not representative in any of this, but I feel like the best inclusion is when the character has a trait like that, but isn't a governing character trait. They're allowed to be a character that isn't held down by it. I don't think a character should be like one thing. I agree. Like if you're including a character just because they've got like a prosthetic, then that's why. Shouldn't be their defining trait. Or doesn't need to be their defining trait, just to be representative of like a group or something. Hey, looking like we're all set for tomorrow. Got a minute then? Seeing as I'm falling in with you lot now, there's something I want to clear up.
You.
Just tell me this, you doing all this to save the poor prince, or you doing it to save the country? Same thing.
I mean...
It's ultimately the same thing either way.
No.
It ain't that simple.
Hey, mate.
If you want to save the country, you're playing a longer game. Gotta actually win this race. So if you can't save the prince, you take his place. For good. That means if we win the tournament, you take the lie to your grave.
So...
I'm just saying. You declare yourself prince tomorrow and everything changes for you forever. You know what you're signing up for? Yeah, I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready for it. Listen to you. Got guts, that's for sure. I like how Protag has terrible hair but is able to do great things in spite of that. And Basilio rolled up sleeves. Trying to think in the Persona series where they've done that. What you mean, like, introduce a character who's just like a single trait? You mean? Or like a single minority being like represented or whatever? I don't really think so. Sorry he's attractive. I mean, hey. More power to you.
Then...
Well, I'll tell you something about, something myself before I said about myself. I'm not just following you to go with the flow, alright? Or to avenge Dell.
Whatever.
Sure, I'm planning on hammering that bastard Louise into the ground, but I'm doing it for the dream. For a world where your birth don't decide your life. I mean when it's not just their one trait. This Futaba about social anxiety, it's a big part of a character, but there's a bunch more to it than that. I don't think any of the characters in the Persona games are like a cardboard cutout of one specific like character archetype, though. I feel like even if they have some sort of like quirk to them that you could easily put them into a character archetype, I think all of them have got enough depth that they don't fall under like these weird cardboard cutouts. If I'm gonna tag along, that's the world we're gonna live to see. I know it.
Leave it to me.
I'm not looking for where it's not handled well in Persona the opposite. Flower, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm not looking for where it's not handled well in Persona the opposite means I'm looking for where it's handled well in Persona, which means that you think it's not handled well in Persona, or you do think it's handled well in Persona, because you need to be being very weird. Several cutscenes will play in series. Let's move on. Ryuji's clearly defined character and is not just Ramen McRunfast. I think most of the characters in like the Persona games or whatever start off seeming like a bit of a one note, and then it's usually through the social links that they really sort of come into their own. Leave it to me, yeah? I got your back. As long as you're giving this everything you got, so will I. You got a deal, Captain? Yeah. Saw Basilio off, who said he prefers sleeping in stowage. Thought I said sewage for a second, and then returned to my bunk.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws
Or the opposite,
nearer.
where they become worse, aka Mishima. Yeah, I mean, you got to get to the end of his social link, I think, to see all that Mishima has to offer, but I'll be honest, I don't think he ever really truly redeemed himself for me.
It's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis or killed him or something.
This fucking guy. This dude has no idea what's going on. Look, is that boy candidate the one who fucking betrayed Louise or he killed him or something? I don't fucking know. I literally just woke up. What happened yesterday?
Hold on. I thought it was Sanctifex Forden who got killed.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder. Disaster follows them.
I literally don't have any idea what happened yesterday, but I'm still gonna be racist, is this guy's entire thing.
I couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seemed worse than I thought.
What a piece of shit.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change. We have to believe that.
St. Rella is here. The rumors were true.
Damn, she got like a catwalk walk going on.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus of the Crown Theocracy.
Saint Runway, yeah.
The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence, the late
But
Sanctifex Forden.
she's definitely being puppeted into the role, for sure. They want her to do what they want her to do, or whatever. They want to control her and, you know, have her be like a popular vote to take away from Louise. But at the same time, in some ways, her being in the running is not a bad thing for us. Unless she's like suddenly turncoat, which I doubt, on her sister. I gotta imagine there's gonna be some pushback from her in not doing like the dirty bidding of the Sanctus Church.
I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, a queen of this land.
I'd rather compete against her than I would Forden. Let's put it that way.
The saint herself is to be our queen. Now we are safe. Glory to Sanctism.
It does put us in a weird position where we're gonna have to compete against her, but I mean, whatever, right? At that point, I would rather have a fair competition between two nice people.
She allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed when Luis did it.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to exploit the standings will win.
Listen to that roar. I think I underestimated my sister's popularity.
I don't understand how her sleeves are remaining on. Is there a cross tie in the back? I don't know. Kick her in the wings, boo, posh pigeon waifu.
Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that's to be expected if she's the
Well, at least youth is not like her magic fucking sucks. Makes me want to throw up.
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden left off.
I can only see this as an improvement from Forden. I can't see it as being a negative.
I object.
Fucking look at his face. Jesus Christ, Godot. You're already pretty fucking ugly, my bro, but that's an expression and a half. Jesus.
Rella, you have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Santefex Forden's heights. Be worshipped as he was. I refuse.
Godot, do you have any experience in the political world?
I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life. I am the only one worthy of his legacy.
Outside of this tournament?
Master Godot, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown Theocracy.
He read a book about politics. I read a book about politics yesterday. And I promise you that I should be on the throne.
Friends,
Bride
gathered
Butterfield.
here, do you really believe such a person is fit to be queen? Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late. Appoint me as champion of Sanctism, and I will save you all.
You did a good job of saving Forden.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in the way of real accomplishments.
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose,
Yeah.
I'd rather follow Saint Weller.
He's really lacking his riz. Anyway, what happened yesterday?
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest vassal with the throne.
Friends, I...
Uh-oh. Is that the king's head?
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
Oh. Huh. I wonder what he thinks of Rella.
As usual, I find you all embroiled in pointless conflict.
What is your business here?
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth to this competition.
What truth?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making.
I mean, I kind of don't disagree.
First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you teach the people lies? You preach that true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power. Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weakness that your lessons breed. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the throne.
He's a really sneaky guy, is Luis, the way he talks. Because what he does is he introduces himself with a bombastic yet, like, true statement. Something you can't really deny. He comes in and he throws out, like, some sort of big statement, massive, attention-grabbing statement, and then you sit and you think, yeah, I actually agree with that. And then he just says what he wants afterwards, and like it's all covered by the initial statement that he said, and you assume that people are just like, oh, I get it, I guess he's talking the truth. He'll come in, they'll be like, I think the church is a bunch of fucking crooks and robbers and pedophiles, and everyone goes, oh, actually, you know what, kind of agree with him. And then the next line is like, I think we should kill all the babies though, and everyone goes, I guess, I don't know, I'm confused, a little dizzy, head spinning.
Skill? What skill would you put on display?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of candidates.
Right, okay.
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic.
Godot, you know what he has in his hands, right? Brother?
Oh, King! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield and claim lives! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. And neither would I.
So you're gonna, like, throw the lance away?
I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign. Would you, O great king?
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hands, why cast it aside?
He's using it as a way to show confidence in his abilities or whatever and then gain more support. Because even he knows having the lance doesn't mean he's going to necessarily win at the end of the thingy date or whatever and be like number one on the rock.
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. And then you never realise. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions won't exist in their world.
Luis Guillerburn, what manner of life has this man lived to make him such a creature?
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any candidate he pleases, couldn't he? He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella. No! Your late Majesty, please, speak!
Do not fear, my people. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will not be so easily conquered. Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will always stand to defend you.
Sister.
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid, empty benevolence. Come, O king! There can be no more doubt. The masses desire a truly fair battle. One waged without your shackles.
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose.
I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
Well, shit.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared. The protection of the magic is no more.
The royal magic's protection has faded away.
Then this lance of dragons is no more than an antique spear.
Then give it back to you, for man.
Children lost in Sanctism's shadow, the fog of deception has finally cleared. There is no God. Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it in prayer.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken the spell. If it has come to this.
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the throne, and nothing more.
We don't know that, fella. We just know that you perhaps got someone else to do it. Like, I don't know if you're in on it or not. I know that Forden had kind of admitted to it, but also Zorba seems like one of the only fucking people I could imagine who could do it, other than you. So, who the fuck did it?
I can finally face the real you. A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example and abandon the folly of your ideals.
Also, it doesn't absolve you from what you did
To cast
the king,
aside all we fought
does it?
for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the throne. The rightful heir stands before you.
Oh, I guess we didn't even.
Candidate.
I guess we didn't even bother to like change our appearance or anything. We just went. That's me.
His late Majesty King Hithlodius V, last heir to the throne of Uchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? What? That's a lie.
I don't feel like this is the best like foot forward we could have done to try and like convince people. They're just gonna be like, "What? No, you're not."
His Highness? He has already passed.
His Highness the Prince. They're mad, the lot of them. That boy's an elder.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what this means. Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister? I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has Elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman.
That emote is perfectly Godot as well.
The Prince was an elder?
Enough of this absurdity.
You! The Prince! A bold gambit to reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long, nobody could say otherwise. Fine then, so be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Wouldn't you say, Your Highness?
I mean, it does put me in like a proper position, I suppose, of the prince. So we're essentially fighting for royal blood, for power, or for faith.
Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left standing.
With Luis in the lead, he no longer has to concern himself with the other candidates, especially those who aren't a direct challenge. I secured the abandoned Dracodios. Oh, Knight can use it. Yep, there I am, number 3. My support has increased dramatically now that I've announced I'm the prince, and I can't let the people down. Yay, you forgot a spear bag.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes to fend off Luis?
Do you?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. You want to talk? Please step down.
Many people who played Final Fantasy XIV, who are among my chat, will know this voice. It's been bugging me for a little while what the voice actress for this was, but now I'm hearing it, and I know exactly who it is. She's a Banat.
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want, we can settle that right here.
Cool.
My magic. Nothing's happening.
Oh, you're not under their protection anymore, buddy. That means your igniters are fucked, does it?
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout. I ask once more, stand down.
Or did Rella just do something? I guess.
Did you see that? Those were thorned vines. But that's... Sister.
Mm-hmm. I did say... Did I not say earlier that maybe Rella was the one who put the fucking curse on the prince?
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear.
I was kind of just throwing that out there, but...
anxiety that weighs heavy upon you. But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Closure.
Oh no.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country. As long as we believe in her, we shall know peace.
Saint Rella, closure.
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. There's definitely magic there.
Sister, what have you done to everyone?
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they shall never trouble you again.
You sure it's Vanna? I'm pretty sure. She sounds almost exactly like her. Let me look it up. No, that's the Japanese lady. I don't want that. There we go. Metaphor. Cast. I'm on my phone. Hang on one sec, Jet. Fiora Sheenan? Is that what you said? I'm trying to find her in this list. You think she'd be pretty high up the top. IMDb sucks. Can I just say that, by the way? IMDb is like a terrible site for searching for anything. It's just like really crap to look at. And this doesn't have the English actor. So I'm just gonna put down what you said. Fiona Sheehan, sorry. Fiona Sheehan. Yeah, she's Metaphor. Now, who did Vanna? Voice. Joanna Roth. Oh, okay, maybe it's not then. She sounds just like her. Are you telling me... Hang on, let me just think about her in your head and then listen to like...
But rest at ease, my beloved citizens.
Maybe not that one, actually.
Saint children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that weighs heavy upon you.
She sounds exactly like her.
Sanctifex Forden saw sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people, abuse his authority, and mask injustice as piety. And yet, even then, Did this twisted form of sanctism save no unfortunate souls? What makes salvation true? Luis claims that there is no God, that true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear his words?
I think it's more style of speaking than the voice. No, it's definitely the voice. It's got the same inflection, same tone, same texture. To me, sounds like the same person. Now, if you put this and like the, I don't want to go into big spoilers, but like Final Days cutscene together, then I would struggle to tell their voice actors apart.
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties, now and forevermore.
Like, I feel like I could put this line in the middle of the Final Days cutscene and it would sound like she said it. And it would probably fit.
That through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to strip them of free thought.
Perhaps not, but this country has bled them of it for too long. Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? You claim he is the prince.
Wow, I didn't realize you were gonna turn this way, Rella, to be honest.
The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, your efforts did nothing to lift the curse. I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic. I know he suffers, because I yet live.
Wait. Surely you can't mean...
Yep.
No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he survived that night.
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back that your blade carved across.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding this place.
Keen senses indeed, to be capable of seeing all this.
No! Why? Sister, you can't have! You were only 12 summers old then.
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him of the crime. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. Even I could not dispel it. All you can do now is kill the caster. As heiress to the Sanctus Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Luis, nor to you. Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctus Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape.
Oh, fucking Godot, fuck off. No one gives a shit about you, mate.
Church, my authority, everything. You will never leave this city alive. I am Godot, of the warrior monks, and in God's name, I condemn thee!
They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to get out of here!
Bye, Godot.
Norris! Swiftly!
Who else did I know? Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky.
So we do. Then that's
Oh
what
shit!
we'll do.
Neurus, you
We
did
fly!
it! You madman!
Wait, you're
You
saying...
did it in like 12
I
hours or
preparations
something.
long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Neurus! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. Beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology, Neurus. It's time.
He put actual fucking wings on his thing?
Let's fly! Possible. It can fly. Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How do you like that?
My ears are popping.
So it takes some getting used to.
Yufa just like passed out.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my sky honor!
Good for you, Neurus. You crazy bastard.
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smoother than I thought.
A bit of faith, my dear.
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots, huddling together in fear.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean...
Aren't you flying already? Why should you be worried?
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't go poking the bear fairy, my lad. Really, I'd never have done this without you giving me the push I needed. Thank you.
So, about our next move.
We must pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running out of time.
Where did she say she was going? Where the failures of
Juna's
the
got
Sanctus
some
Church lie buried?
choices to make. So, Mael, bit of a roller coaster tonight. Lol, he's dead, he's alive, he's dead, and so on. Yeah, really.
My guess is...
I said a lot was going to happen
Mage
today.
Academy,
I wasn't
or
lying.
what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now. I was a student there myself once.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable about magic.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school in the kingdom for magic research.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was St. Rella like back in your school days?
You cram so much
The way
into
she was
this.
acting earlier, all cold.
I mean,
That the real hair?
let's just go through it real quick, shall we? What happened today was... we attempted to assassinate Louise, and then he didn't get assassinated, and then we did assassinate him, but then he didn't get assassinated, and then he assassinated Forden, and then he killed Dell, and then Basilio became our party member, and then Zorba turns out he was alive, and then Rella becomes the new, like, Forden Santa Fex, you know, proxy or whatever, and then she turns out is the one who actually cast the curse. What? Did you see this latest twist, though? We thought she was going to be a puppet. I literally did say, maybe, there was a point where I said, who else is a strong enough mage who's part of his faction that could even cast a curse like that keeps running, the magic keeps running on them or whatever forever? And then I said, Rella. And then I went, but why? Why would she do it? And I couldn't figure it out, and I thought maybe not. So I threw her hat in the ring and then kind of like talked myself out of it. So I was on to her for a moment, and then I was like, but why would she? But why? So, yeah. We got a new party member and we flew. Yeah, well, the fluing is the only thing I didn't actually add, I suppose. Oh yeah, and Louise removed King's protection. Yeah.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. That was the first I've ever seen her like that myself.
It's gotta be rough.
I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have helped each other out.
Yeah, that's what I thought might have happened.
Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. She'd never want to hurt anyone. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this conspiracy? She attacked the prince? No, it doesn't make any sense.
You know, there is still the possibility that she is being used as a puppet by someone else. Someone else is now doing, like, controlling her and making it seem like she's the one.
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah? You just gotta tell her everything you just told us.
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long as she lives. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Feels bad saying this in front of Juna, but...
Yes. I'm prepared for that.
Juna, would you prefer to stay behind?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand. I'm prepared enough for that.
I mean, she's been a spy in service of trying to find and, like, eliminate the curse caster this whole time.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain to see something's bothering you.
I mean, what isn't bothering us at the moment, Stroll? For fuck's sake, what do you mean, what's the matter?
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong somehow. Ever since I sensed the Saint Smuggler.
Almost like she's being controlled by someone else, maybe?
I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. Please pay me no mind.
Like maybe someone else is controlling her, maybe? Mark the location of the Mage Academy ruins on the map. Rella will be waiting for us when we land. Never wanted to come to this, but be ready for a fight. When I'm prepared for battle, I should check the location on the map. Interesting. Now, I guess... question is that like... am I forced into that now? I assume I am, right? This is not like spend a bunch of time doing stuff in my spare time. This is a go fight Rella. Or go see Rella, or whatever. What's this music doing? It's pretty good. Sounds like, near music, almost.
No way.
Truth is, I'm still struggling to believe that Lady Rella is the one who tried to assassinate the prince. She wouldn't hurt his soul. But back there was a cold in her eyes that chilled me to the bone. What's the truth here? Yeah, she's under control. Something funky's going on, for sure. No, but, sorry, yep, but you can save here. Right. I mean, we're going to talk to everyone first. Rella said it was the graveyard of Sanctism's sins. Speaking of the Mage Academy, as I believe you know, Forden abolished it, claiming they were doing dangerous research. Though abolish is rather a nicer word than they deserve. It's more like they flexed the state and monk armies to all but raise the place. I'd heard rumors it didn't go peacefully. His Majesty himself sponsored its construction, but in the end, even that frayed, and all its works, its books were banned by the church. Imagine the church saw it as a threat. They couldn't have people studying the history of magic and the origin of their magic igniters. The land where they destroyed the truth to protect their lies, that must be the sin of Sanctism. You need to finish Nier Automata? You do, that's a very good game. Still can't believe my own sister was behind the prince's attempted murder. I knew she was hiding something, but this... I'm alright. I'm prepared to face my sister. We head to the Mage Academy. Yeah, I think something more untoward is going on here. Like she's being puppeted by someone. To think it was not Luis but Rella who escaped my blade that fateful day. Should Rella truly be the one who cast the curse, there is but a singular course available to us. Yeah, I'm afraid Hulkenberg is going to be locked in on killing her. When Luis appeared and we all looked to his majesty in the sky, did you notice anything different? Santefex's face was no longer present in his right eye. Luis in the first place, and even though she never formally announced her candidacy, Rella was in second. It seems many Sanctus wish for her to succeed the throne. It's hard to reconcile how much someone so adored could have a terrifying Magla, much less curse the prince. Strange as it is to say, I'm worried about her. We should pursue her before it's too late. Yeah, did you notice something else? Yufa, by the way, which was, we were 5th when we went for that meeting, and for some reason we were in the eye, even though we got 3rd place afterwards.
I see.
Still struggled to believe it. That Rella, of all people, might have a hand in the prince's fall. Still I have to hold on to hope that it's a mistake or misunderstanding for Juna's sake. Right. Chat!
Let's go see.
Let's go after Rella. She should be in the Royal Academy ruins, which we will go to next week. It seems like, never mind this week being the only week where shit's going down, it sure seems like shit's going to be going down next week too. Chat, if you want to see some more Metaphor ReFantazio, you can join me again on Saturday the following week, where we will continue on with the story as things are now really going apace. But that's it for me tonight. Everybody, thank you very much for coming along. I hope you had a good time. Stick around for the end screen and I'll go through what my schedule is for next week.